Good morning, my dear students. Today, briefly, we will discuss about the total lesson, classification of elements, and the periodic table. In this lesson, what we have studied? First, we learned about Doberne's law of triad. We have seen that in a triad, the first and third elements atomic weight, average of first and third elements atomic weight gives us the middle elements atomic weight. And Newland's law of octaves, we have seen here the periodicity. That is nothing but repetition at a regular interval. Properties are repeating at particular regular intervals. What Newland stated? When he arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic weights, then he observed that the first and eighth element shows a resemblance in their properties. And the next one, it is Manlif periodic table. He is the first person who has divided the elements into made a tabular form and again divided into periods and groups. Again he made subgroups and he explained about the correction of these atomic weights, and then he guessed and predicted and left the space for the newly discovered elements by predicting their nature, that means the property, and he left space for the newly discovered elements, but he failed to explain the anomalous series. And then next one came into a field like modern periodic table that was proposed by H.J. Moseley. Till then, the three persons, Daubernier, Newland and Manlif, they arranged the elements in the order of their atomic weight only. But H.J. Moseley, he thought that rather than atomic weight, atomic number is more predominant, and he arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic number, and he stated that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers, and in terms of electronic configuration also we can state. Why? Because electronic configuration of that particular element plays a major role, and it plays a major role in predicting the properties. So in terms of electronic configuration, we can say that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their electronic configuration. That is all for that is all about the modern periodic table, how it came into the use. Now the modern periodic table by H.J. Moseley, it is called the long form of periodic table or the modern periodic table. In this modern periodic table, all the 118 elements, till now 118 elements are there in the periodic table. So these all elements are classified into four blocks. Those are SPDF blocks. How these are classified? On what basis we have classified this one means based on the differentiating electron. If the differentiating electron enters into the S subshell, that element goes and sits in the S block. What is differentiating electron? That is nothing but the last electron. When we write the electronic configuration of particular element, the last electron, that one, if it enters into S subshell, that element belongs to S block. If that electron enters into the P subshell, that element belongs to P block. Likewise. Next one, it is arrangement of elements in groups and periods. Okay, we have arranged all the elements, 118 elements in a proper manner. But how those are segregated? That one it is same, following the Manlif periodic table only. Those are groups and periods. But in Manlif, he divided into subgroups. H.J. Moseley has done a clear-cut arrangement, like 18 groups are there in modern periodic table, whereas 7 periods are there. Group is nothing but it's a vertical column. So whenever we mention the name group, you have to consider that is from top to bottom. Whereas we are mentioning period means from left to right, we have to talk about that one. We are having 18 groups and 7 periods. These groups are according to the latest IUPAC, we are denoting that one in representing, like representation is in numericals, Roman numerals and both Arabic numerals. But according to latest IUPAC, we have given the Arabic numerals, that is 1 to 18. That means S block and P block. These two block elements are under A, first A to 8th A. Whereas in between S and P, D block elements are there. Those are from 1B to 8th B. But periods are simply they are denoting with Arabic numerals 1 to 7. Next, how these elements are classified. Just now we have told that all the elements are divided into SPDF block elements. Now, all these elements are segregated as three categories. One, it is metals and metalloids and non-metals. All the maximum number of elements in the periodic table are comes under the category of metals. S block and D block and F block. All these three blocks are filled with metals, whereas P block, that is located at the right side of the periodic table. Just have a look of this periodic table. See here. We know that S and P, D, F, 4 blocks are there. Down one it is F block. We know that lanthanide series and actinide series present in that. So all the S block it is metals, whereas D block also metals and F block also metals. But here in P block we can see the staircase like structure. On the staircase metalloids are there. So right side of the staircase non-metals are there and left side of the staircase all are metals. So you just remember that only P block elements, that to complete right side corner of the periodic table, are non-metals, whereas on the staircase metalloids are there but remaining all are metals. This is the categorization of elements in the periodic table. Last one, it is periodic properties of elements. Till now we have discussed about the elements and how they are categorized and classified. But now we are talking about the periodic properties. What are periodic properties? The properties which are exhibited by these elements. Now those are nothing but periodic properties of elements. Let us see how these elements are trending in periods and groups. We know that all the 118 elements in our periodic table are classified and arranged in a proper manner. So the elements also, the properties also, they show a trend. Let us see how the trend it is. Let us see the periodic properties. When we are discussing about the periodic properties, we will talk about how it is trending in group, means that is from top to bottom, whereas period means from left to right. First property, that is valency. We know that valency it is the same for all the elements in a group. So in a group no problem, we know that group number is its valency, but in a period from left to right the valency it is increases from 1 to 4 and then again decreases. What is the reason for decreasing to 0? Here in fifth group the valency it is actually 5, that means 5 valence electrons are there. But here the elements are not ready to lose the 5 electrons. Instead of that one they accept 3 electrons to get the octet. So 8 minus 5 means 3, and here in 6th group they attracts 2 electrons and 7th group 1 and 8th group 0. So again it is decreases to 0. So what we have to write? Valency it is same for all the elements in group, but it is increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases to 0 in a period. Next one, it is atomic radius. What is called atomic radius? Atomic radius is the distance between the nucleus to the outermost shell. So in a group from top to bottom the number of shells increases as atomic number increases, so atomic size also increases. But in a period from left to right number of shells even though same also, because second period means 2 shells, third period means 3 shells, but even though number of shells same, but the size decreases, because as number of protons in the nucleus increases means the nuclear force of attraction increases, so the size of the atom decreases. In a period from left to right it is atomic radius decrease. So we can write here in a group atomic radius increasing, but in a period atomic radius decreasing. The next one it is ionization energy. Ionization energy is nothing but energy required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit. See here in a group, as atomic radius here increases, but here ionization energy decreases. What is the reason? The energy required to remove an electron, it is ionization energy. So in a group from top to bottom, if we go from hydrogen to francium, the number of shells increases. So the nuclear force of attraction is not that much on the outermost electron. So it is easy to remove an electron. We no need to apply that much of energy. So it is decreasing ionization energy. But in a period from left to right, atomic radius decreases. That means they are tightly held. Electrons are tightly held and nuclear force of attraction is more. So it is not so easy. So here to remove an electron, so we have to apply much more energy. So ionization energy, what happened? In a group from top to bottom, it is decreases. But in a period from left to right, we need more energy to remove an electron. So it is increasing. Next one, it is electron affinity. Electron affinity means the amount of energy released when an electron is added. So here, as in a group from top to bottom, atomic radius increases. If we are adding an electron also, there is not much effect here. So not much amount of energy, less amount of energy releases here, because there is a less nuclear force of attraction because of number of shells increases. If we add an electron to the outermost shell also, a very less amount of energy only releases. But in a period from left to right, atomic radius decreases because size it is less. Atomic size it is, atom size it is very less. So what will happen here? In a period from left to right, the ionization energy also increases and electron affinity also increases. In both, the energy required to remove electron also much more, and the energy released when an electron added also more here. So what we have to write? Electron affinity, it is in a group from top to bottom decreases, but in a period from left to right increases. Next one, it is electronegativity. Electronegativity is, the definition of electronegativity is the capacity of an atom to lose electron or to gain electron. What we are discussing here about electronegativity. Negativity means when an atom, it attracts electrons means negativity, whereas if an atom loses electrons means positivity. So here in a group, just we will see here electronegative character. Negativity means to attract the electrons. These are all metals we know in S block from top to bottom, from hydrogen to francium. Is there any capacity to attract the electrons here? No, it is decreases here. What is the reason? Because attracting the electrons means nuclear force of attraction should be more. But what's happening here in a group? Nuclear force of attraction, it is less. So there is not that much of attraction towards the nucleus. So electronegativity character here decreases. But in a period, what is happening here? The electronegativity means attracting the electrons, the capacity of attracting the electrons here. Here atomic size is decreases because the nuclear force of attraction is more. So here accepting or attracting electrons also it is much more here. So electronegativity decreases. So what we have to write here? Electronegativity in a group decreases because there is not that much of nuclear force of attraction. But here in a period from left to right, due to less atomic radius or less atomic size, much more attraction is more. So nuclear force of attraction is more. So uh, accepting or tendency to attract the electrons also is more. Next one, it is electropositivity. Positivity, just now we have discussed that negativity means attracting of electrons. but here the capacity or tendency to lose electrons, so it will get the positive nature. So losing electrons means electropositivity. What will happen here in a period from top to bottom? What is happening? The tendency to lose an electrons, it is increasing in a group, because here the nuclear force of attraction is less. So it is easy to lose an electron from its outermost orbit. So positivity increases, but in a period from left to right here, the electropositivity means losing an electron here. But here the atomic radius decreases, so nuclear force of attraction is more. It is not so easy to remove or lose an electron. So here the electropositivity decreases in a period. So electropositivity, what will happen? It is increases in a group but decreases in a period. See here, electronegativity and positivity both are opposite. Metallic property. But here you observe this one, both electropositivity and metallic property are same. What is metallic property? We know that in our periodic table, most of the elements are metals. So metallic property, how it is trending in groups. Let us see. First a group from hydrogen to francium. How it is trending. Because of all these first A groups are metals, so metallic character increases. And one more thing, metals have a tendency to lose electrons. Losing electrons is nothing but electropositivity. So again we are going back. So electropositivity, how it is trending in a group. So electropositivity, it is increasing. So the tendency to lose an electron, it is increases in a group. So here the metallic character or metallic property, it is increasing in a group but in a period. What about the metallic property? Here the atomic radius, it is decreases. So what happens? The metallic nature means the tendency to lose electron, that means electropositive character here decreases because of the greater nuclear force of attraction. It is not so easy to remove or losing an electron here. So in a period from left to right, the metallic character decreases. So metallic character increases in a group and metallic character decreases in a period. So you can observe here electropositivity and metallic character. Metallic character is nothing but the tendency. Metals have a tendency to lose electrons. Losing electrons means electropositivity. So electropositivity or metallic property, both are same. But if you got a question like how the metallic property is varying in groups and periods, means you have to explain in terms of metallic property only. So you have to write metallic property means metals have a tendency to lose the electrons. Losing electrons means nothing but positivity, that is electropositivity. So it is increasing in a group but it is decreasing in a period. So non-metallic property is quite opposite to metallic property. But non-metallic property means we know that in our periodic table, complete right side are non-metal. Right side of the periodic table, that is in a P block, complete right side we are having non-metals. Non-metals have a tendency to accept electrons. Accepting electrons or attracting electron means electronegativity. So what happens here in electronegativity? The electronegativity, it is decreases in a group and increases in a period. Observe here the non-metallic character. When we are moving from top to bottom, we know that in our periodic table, the example in first A group, those are all metals. So non-metallic character decreases directly, we can say that. But in other words, here non-metallic property means electronegativity. Negativity means attracting the electrons. Here the nuclear force of attraction is very less, so there is not that much of capacity to, in the nucleus, like to accept the electrons here, because number of shells acts as screens. So here we can say that the non-metallic character decreases, but when we are moving from left to right in a period, the non-metallic character increases, because we know that in our periodic table complete right side we are having non-metals. In other words, nuclear force of attraction, it is much more. So here what will happen? The electron negativity also increases. So non-metallic character increases. See here. Non-metallic property, that is electronegativity, it is decreasing in a group but it is increasing in a period. So we can clearly understand this one, like electronegativity and non-metallic property are same. Non-metallic property is nothing but non-metals are having a tendency that electronegative character, that means non-metals, they will readily accept electrons, that's why they are electronegative. But whereas metals are having a tendency to lose electrons, that means they are electrically positive. So these two are same, metallic and electropositivity, whereas non-metallic and electronegativity. These are all about the periodic properties, and we have seen how they are trending, how they are either increasing or decreasing in groups and periods. These are the trends shown by periodic uh, properties. That means the elements. These are showing these periodic properties and their trends we have seen. This is all about classification of elements in the periodic table, which are having in our 10th class syllabus. This is for today. Go through the textbook and read well. Thank you so much.